This is the FX10 from Solid FX. It's a digital Jeppesen chart reader. The hardware is a Digital Reader 1000 from IREX Technologies. Solid FX have taken that hardware platform and they've put onto it their own software for managing the approach charts, and they've combined that with a Jeppesen subscription. There's a couple of things about it that are really nice. One of the things, of course, is its size. It's quite a big screen. It's about 26 centimetres diagonally. It's almost big enough to put a Jeppesen approach plate on it full size. It's also quite light. Weighs less than about half a kilo. It's also very thin. It's just under a centimetre thick. It's a very stable display. It's not backlit and it's not refreshed, so it's very stable and easy on the eye. It's a touch-sensitive display. You can't use your finger, you have to use a stylus. That's a little bit problematic because it's a loose stylus, it's not tethered, so the chances are that that's going to disappear at some point. It's also got touch-sensitive buttons on either side here, and to be honest, they're more trouble than they're worth. You can drive the interface with the buttons, but there are some things that you need the stylus for. The software that Solid FX have provided for managing the approach charts is very good indeed. They've used a tabbed metaphor so that you can add charts to different tabs, and then there's one tab which is like a clipboard, and you can add multiple charts from different airports to that same clipboard. To zoom in, you can just draw a rectangle and you can then move around the chart again with the stylus by simply moving it in whichever direction you want, and it just pans across the chart. It's reasonably quick. It takes about maybe a second or so to do a pan like that. To zoom back out again, you just one single tap on the chart and will zoom you out one level, and then subsequent taps will move you out again. The unit is charged using USB. There's a little USB connector down on the bottom. When it's fully charged, because of this low power screen that's not backlit, it will run for a good 10 hours, and that's pretty much been borne out by our tests. We've had it running for a good 10 hours without any problems at all. It might even go a little bit longer than that. The main thing that I'm not entirely happy with about it is there isn't at the moment a really good way of securing it in the cockpit. So it looks like the intention of Solid FX is that you just rest it on your lap. Now that's not an ideal way if you're trying to fly an instrument approach with this unsecured on your lap. It's not great. It is probably just about doable to put on your knee. They don't provide anything that will do that, but I understand that they are looking at bringing out some additional options for securing it in the cockpit. Anybody that finds themselves carrying 2 or 3 Jeppesen Airway manuals with them would probably want to have a look at this. They might find it something they'd like to consider.